Welcome everyone, Kevin LaRocca here for Binary Pro Strategies. Today is October 4th of 2018 and this is a recap of all the trades that I called out today in chat. I do execute every single one of these and that's what you're seeing here, a result of those trades. And it was one of those days to where it was just, the markets were just flowing beautifully. I really didn't do any heavy numbers. You can see only one I really kind of hit heavy right here. But overall, I was just doing ones and twosies all days, guys. And I'll tell you, if you wait for the right conditions and the right setup and you watch the patterns that I discuss and I show you, you can have a decent day. I mean, look at that. Just doing ones and twosies, $322.50. I mean, that's a really good day without hitting any really heavy numbers. So, so what do I do? So let me talk to you a little bit about my strategy and why I think it's different than most is because my strategy is kind of like a puzzle, okay? So when you have a puzzle, right, you have individual pieces of the puzzle, but you really don't see the picture until all the pieces come together. Well, my strategy is very similar to that. It has different components, okay? So I have a set of my own patterns. I'm not talking about head and shoulders and those things that are, pretty, that most people look at, wedges and all those things. These are my own individual patterns that I've identified. And then I also take into account the type of market we're in, the condition of the market, okay? So, and every single one of those components of my strategy has associated with it a probability that we've studied, and we know it holds up. We know that it works across the board, not just in the Forex market, but in all markets. So each one of those components have a probability. So let's say that I have one component gives me a probability of saying that the Euro US is going to head down, and say it has a 75% probability. But then I see that I have other patterns on top of that, market conditions that are also showing very high probabilities. So now when you put all of those together, you see the puzzle. And if the puzzle says that the market wants to come down, then that's when I will execute a sell order. Okay, and so what I do is I teach you, or I teach my students, what those strategies are, what those patterns are, what the market conditions are, and I teach you how to put that puzzle together to give you the highest probability of when you get into that trade that you're going to make money. Okay, so anyhow, I just kind of wanted to explain that a little bit because the things that I show and the things that I teach are not available. You're not going to find this out somewhere on the internet. You're not going to see these patterns talked about on the internet. Some of the things about market conditions you may find, but most people are not looking at the things that I look at, which once again gives you a huge advantage because you don't want to be looking at the same things that everybody else is looking at. People look at support and resistance. I think those areas are very important, but at the same time, you're competing with a lot of people, okay, when you start using the same indicators that everybody else is using. So you want to be unique, and this is no doubt unique because nobody else is talking about the things that I talk about when it comes to trading binary options. And binary options are traded differently than you would be a stock or a commodity or just straight out Forex, because binaries move a little bit differently, and so you have to know how to take advantage of those moves, and that's what my strategy does. But nonetheless, I'm getting into quite a bit here. So if you want to know more about kind of what I do, I will be offering for a short period of time a copy of my fundamental video, which you are welcome to have a copy of for free, and I can tell you how to do that here if you just stay tuned to the end of this video, and I'll get a copy over to you. And also I am going to be releasing shortly on YouTube one of the key components that I use in order to trade binaries, and I think anybody that wants to be consistently profitable trading binaries, you have to have this one key component. And I will be talking about that, so be looking for that soon. But nonetheless, get your hands on the fundamental video. If you have any questions, my information is there. You can get in contact with me or drop me a an email, and I'll be glad to answer them for you. Anyhow, today's going to be Friday. So far, having a great week, and I will do my next update tomorrow. Y'all take care. Thanks. Okay, so here we are. So as I mentioned earlier, if you are interested in getting the free fundamental video, which I am going to offer free of charge right now for a limited time, all you have to do is just go to binaryprostrategies.com. You're going to get a little pop-up, fill out the information, and what I'll do is I will send you a link. It's actually a link to a private Facebook page where you have access. That's where you're going to be able to see the fundamental video. But you're also going to be able to look at my prior trades because I do post them daily. And all these trades are the trades that I demonstrate live in front of my students as I share my charts and I make my trades and I explain and demonstrate to you exactly why I'm making a particular trade, what the particular setup is, and so forth. So it's very educational, but nonetheless, nothing's held back in that fundamentals videos. That is the core strategy that I use to make all the trades that you saw today. And I'm sure that just taking that video and applying the methods that you see there, it's greatly going to improve your trading. But if you do want to go more in depth and really fine tune it, I do offer a service. It's a monthly service where you would then have access to all my other training videos where I go a lot more into detail on each aspect of the core strategy. And of course, I also give additional what I call actionable trade ideas, where there are certain patterns that are not actually in the fundamental video that you can certainly take advantage of, and they're pretty powerful in terms of making money. So, nonetheless, that's it. Please come back, and I will have another video tomorrow, and where I'll also share my trades. And once again, if you decide that you do want to join us, what you could do is you could just go ahead and in the Binary Pro Strategies, there's a place where you can go ahead and send me an email if you'd like, and or always feel free to give me a call at 469-554-0850. Be glad to answer all your questions. My goal here is to, I've been doing this for 35 years, so my goal here is to help other traders finally see how to truly make money in the markets. And I believe you can, you have a tremendous advantage by using Nadex binary options. So that's it. Wish you the best of success, and hopefully you'll be back tomorrow for my next, where I go over all my trades for that particular day. Take care.